Alright, hello, here we are, back for hole number 9, Glenmonarch Estate. And wow, that is a very nice wind. Very kind of you guys to give us that. So this is definitely going to be, pretty much layup mode here. I mean, full power layup mode. Just basically try to hit it as far as possible. In a wind like this, there is some downhill elevation. Additionally, since I'm going to be going into a headwind and going into overpower for my shot, I'm going to add about 20% here to kind of account for those, a combination of kind of 10% for each of those factors, a little bit of overpower, plus the, straight headwind situation. So, to get out to where my opponent did with a POC 7 is going to take just a wee bit more work. So what you'll see that I'll try to do, first off, I'm going to create, quite a bit of side spin, probably estimate that this will be my land zone more or less. And you can see right around, 10 some rings, we're probably looking at right about here. It's going to be relatively full. Shouldn't really need much wind effect. You can see I'm going to go relatively full here to kind of get out similarly to where my opponent did. So not quite a very good run out, but all in all, we should be pretty good there. And try to figure out what to do next. The way that I'm going to play this second shot is going to vary as well. And there you can see kind of, the difference between our drivers. I'm still about 20 yards behind. So, especially with this wind, where it's a little bit lighter, into the face, it's going to make this, a little bit tougher. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can try to go for that last fairway, or you can lay up into this one. So what I'll try to do, is probably try to get up there where my opponent did, because I didn't quite drive it there. So definitely something that I have to keep in mind is, hopefully even be able to even get it up that far. I'm really not sure, if I can. I'm going to kind of aim like here and just try to scoot it through to that last fairway. So what you're going to see me do is max with a little bit of curl, just to make sure that I hit it left enough to kind of hop over the pond and stay out of it as well. So kind of the best that I can do, given my circumstances with the short drive, plus the tough wind, being out drove, and then similarly with the second shot as well. Having that 8-yard disadvantage, just going to kind of need to find alternate ways to kind of make up for that difference. Now for this third shot, what I'll probably recommend, especially with the new changes to the green, is probably like a backdoor approach with a thorn backspin shot. I'm going to use maybe plus 10% more or less when I do a backspin type approach. Keep in mind that it comes in at an angle, so you're going to need to always do kind of an overcorrection and then hopefully get it to tweak in that fashion that it goes over, cuts towards the hole, kind of at like a 30-degree angle backing up. So that's always going to require an overplay. So first thing that I'll try to do is size it up. And I can see that I'm going to be relatively close to mid-distance, 12.8. I'm just going to kind of, maybe go a little bit more, 6-ish rings here, which is almost, playing very close to a max ring adjustment. But you can see that I'm also going to offset the guide, similar to this. And we'll just be very, hopefully methodical with the way that we go about with our ring set up there. Great ball. Let's see. definitely close. You can see with the plus 10%, it's going to give you a very good chance. I was almost able to get that one to drop. Just needed to probably get my perfect ball, and it would have gave it, a very good opportunity to get that one. So, hopefully you find that tip useful. Do keep in mind that I use the slider plus 10%. As I mentioned, we're going to always have to go, even on level ground. That's a very level shot. Had it been downhill, I'd even need to go more than 10%, for instance. So these are the things that, you kind of want to be thinking about. I might only use plus 5% on more of a front door type, roll up. But I really didn't have a lot of green to work with to do that front. So that's why you see me going with the backspin shot. Oh, let me split these up and I'll catch you guys on the next one.